think about Matthews and the city of Stoke-on-Trent. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stoke Fan TV. And this week, you might have seen we're in a different location, ever so slightly, and we've brought a special guest, a master of words, the one and only Stoke poet that is Ian Dyer. Now, welcome to the show, Ian.
Thank you very much.
Everybody knows who we are already. Well, we hope they do, because hopefully they've watched all the other shows, but they might not know who you are. So just a little explanation as to who you are and what you do.
Well, my name's Ian Dyer, nickname's Skin, and I'm a wordsmith basically.
Yeah.
And mainly writing about Stoke City, but also England, and I've been in a band, and we've done a few songs and things like that.
It's funny you mention songs. Did you hear that song on the intro? Well, this man's written that song, haven't you, mate?
I have,
And you performed it as well, haven't you?
I did.
Yeah. So go check out. What's the name of that song?
It's called Think About England by
Right.
Ian Dyer and Ahead the Ball, my alter ego.
Oh yeah. Well, we love it. We think it's a brilliant song. So where can people find out more about that song? Is it on Spotify and? That
Yeah,
kind of thing?
it's on all your major media outlets.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get people to do is to download it on Amazon
Mhm.
or through Detour Records London,
Yeah.
which is detourrecords.co.uk, and it's 79 pence on Detour, or it's 99 pence on Amazon.
It'd be nice to get a New England tune going, wouldn't it? Rather than just them. We've had the same ones going over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, it'd be nice to give somebody else a chance, especially Stokey.
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. You've heard it here. Go check it out. Go download it. And there you go. What more is there to say? We'll play the whole tune at the end of the show for you.
That's brilliant. Well, if Stoke fans will get behind the song, as long as England stay in the competition, then who knows where it can go.
Exactly. Let's try and give it a big push. Now, obviously, today's show, Ian's very kindly invited us down to his humble abode. Hence the sheer amount of Stoke memorabilia around. It's great, isn't it? But what we're going to do today is we're going to discuss two things, I think. One thing is Stoke and where we're going forwards into next season. And also, I think as soon as you've written a song about it, I would like to talk England a little bit before the next game. Is that all right with you, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely fine.
Yeah. How are you today? You haven't said much yet.
No, I'm good.
You good?
Sitting there
Yeah,
looking quiet with
recovered
your can of Stella.
Yeah,
It's quite chilling.
I've recovered after the England game the other day.
Have you? You left halfway through, didn't you? Go metal detector.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But I had it on my phone, so.
Oh, did you? No.
For anybody who's watching, you won't understand why I haven't got a beer and these two have. It's because I've got to drive in a bit.
Yeah, he's going shopping later, and that's what it is. but yeah, it's nice to come round and chill out, have a beer, and chat football. So anyway, let's start Stoke, because we are a Stoke channel. So Stoke next season. Well, it's not that far away, is it? How do we think we're going to get on next season?
I'm forever the optimist.
Yeah.
Forever the optimist, and I'm always wrong. I said we were too good to go down from the Premier League, and we got relegated. I've thought every season we're going to mount a promotion challenge, through 4 different managers now, 5 now. But I really like Schumacher. I like the way he wants to play. I've got every confidence in him. Let's see. I don't know much about the new left back we've just signed, but we definitely need competition there, because when Ender Stevens was out, then we didn't look like we got the shape.
No.
When he came back in towards the end of the season, so much better with a natural left back.
What are your thoughts? Like the pair of you, obviously this new left back. What are your thoughts?
Eric Junior Bocat or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw him.
I don't know what. I mean, that is really bad. I when he popped up on the thing, the Stoke club did the Eric Cantona thing on they did an Eric Cantona skit. I don't know who he is. Is it back?
Is it Bocat?
Bocat.
That's
Bocat.
bad. That's bad.
Yes.
We don't even know who he is.
Eric Junior.
Eric Junior Bocat.
And
Are you excited for him?
So
Because I didn't know who he was before we
I've
signed him.
I seen a thing on social media earlier. Stoke said that they were surprised that we got him after seeing how good he was.
Right.
So he must be decent. To be fair,
Mama Sidibe putting a word into his
yeah,
office,
that's
as
it.
well.
I think Mama Sidibe's obviously got a role with the club currently as like a player liaison officer, I believe. But I think he's doing a bit of scouting as well. I think we should just look forward to seeing him play and see how good he is when we see him play. Because at the same time, I didn't know who Bay Jono was until he started playing for Stoke.
No, or
No,
Millie
no.
Manuf.
And
They turned out alright.
they're alright, so I think we just need to wait and see.
As Ian just said there, I'm just happy that we've got a left back.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is without being too negative, I think it's just a few months to. I would have liked to get one in. If we'd have got one in January, that would have helped a little bit.
Apparently, Stoke were
Yeah.
looking at him in January, but decided
Right.
to.
Wait. Okay.
Well, I saw that. It said that we spend the money on Manuf instead. That's what
Okay,
it said
right,
in
right.
January,
Fair play,
but we have
yeah.
been looking at him for at least 6 months. So
Well, I think Manuf's a great signing.
He's a
yeah.
brilliant.
Absolutely
Yeah, absolutely.
superb
Mega.
signing.
It's just the way his movement is fantastic. He's
Superb.
and what I like about him when he's playing, he seems to be able to go both ways when he stands a player up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a brilliant signing. We've had another couple of signings. Do we think we need to make any more signings before the window's out? I do.
100%.
I do, yeah.
Yeah,
I think Ben Gibson's a good signing
Yeah, absolutely.
because I think we've been really struggling at the back.
Mhm.
We you wouldn't believe it, but we're so short of leaders. You need a leader at the back. You need a leader in the midfield. You need a leader up front.
Yeah.
And that you've got to have a really strong spine to your side.
Mm.
And the more leaders you bring in, the better.
what do you think of the rumoured interest from the teams looking to sign Josh Laurent this season? Because he's currently our captain, so
Right. Okay. This is going to sound. I'm probably going to get my ear blasted off for this, but like Laurent, he had a mixed bag of a season for me. And when I think about players that Stoke need, and we talk about next season, we talk about where we're going to finish in the league. I think we need to think of the players that we've got. Are they not just good Championship players? Are they good enough for Prem?
Yeah.
Is Laurent good enough to make that transition and take us to that next level, Prem-wise? Who is in that midfield? I mean, Baker, maybe.
Burger.
Berger. You'd probably say that Berger could play in the Prem, right?
I would.
Yeah.
What about Thompson?
No.
So all of a sudden, I start to think of some of the players in that midfield, and I start to think, are you going to be good enough to make that transition? Because I think when you've got teams that perform really well in Championship, they've got players that could play in the Prem,
Yeah.
don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, when Leicester come and battered us,
Yeah.
half their team looked like Premiership players.
Yeah.
And I'm just a bit. I think Stoke need to make some more sign. I think we need to set another centre mid. I don't know who's going to be, but
And
I
a
think-
striker.
I definitely, I want to. We need another striker.
100%.
100%. Another centre back wouldn't go amiss either for me.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
because we haven't got McNally anymore. McNally's gone back, hasn't he? Have we still got those? Ben
Wilmot.
Wilmot.
But again, are these players? Are they good enough to? And you're thinking these guys could play in the Prem. I don't know. Strikers interesting. Out of all the strikers we got in the minute, right? I would say, for me, and again, this might not be a popular opinion. The best striker we have, in my opinion, is Ryan May.
Right.
I'd agree.
But he has a problem finishing. His movement's good. I think he drops off well. I think he holds the ball up well. I think his passing is good through those channels.
Yeah.
But I think his finishing needs to improve. But I mean,
That's something you can work on in the training ground.
yeah.
To me, he's got everything else.
Mm-hmm.
He's got everything. He's got everything you need to be a top striker.
Yeah.
Apart from putting it back in the putting
Back in
it
the
back
net.
of the net. Like.
Mm-hmm.
We've only currently got 2 strikers, haven't we? We've only got Ryan May and Niall Ennis.
Well, no, because we've obviously got young ladders, I think, me and Lowe.
No, Nathan Lowe. Nathan Lowe's not ready for Championship football yet, personally. I don't think he is. I think we
thought
definitely
did it right when we came on though.
I think we need another 2 strikers, to be completely honest with you, because we've just obviously released Tyrese Campbell. We haven't replaced Jacob Brown.
No. But then what's Jacob Brown done since he left?
Well, not a lot, but he'd have done more if he'd had stayed at Stoke.
We haven't maybe replaced it. I mean, I don't know. Strikers, yes. I mean, what do you think, Stoke fans? Are you watching it? Comment below. Do you think do we need more strikers? And then do we need to start playing tough? I mean, if it was, I don't know what the finances are like at Stoke, but I'd go after Whittaker from Plymouth. I'd be going after him, man. I mean, 19 goals a season and played under Shuey.
Shuey knows him, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
I'd be going
He's
after him.
worth a shout, isn't it? Definitely worth a shout, and he's a good he's a good cam.
And
Is that where he plays?
He
though?
plays as a cam. He plays as
But
a cam.
don't Plymouth play two up top? I think they do. Any Plymouth fans watching? Let us know. You play two up front with Whittaker. Can we have him for a bit?
I saw him twice last season.
Oh, they'd be fuming, wouldn't they? They'd be fuming, them Plymouth fans would, if we went and sniped Whittaker from him and all.
I mean, I don't know. The thing is, when you're in the Championship, do we go down the loan route? Do we start getting more loan players?
There will be. You can obviously there'll always be a few loan players coming in a Championship team, so I'm expecting him to sign a couple on loan at least this summer.
I'm excited for
How
next
many
season,
loan
but-
players are you allowed to have in your squad?
Is it 5?
Yeah, something like that. But it's got to be
Not a lot.
somebody who will improve the team because you know the parent clubs want them playing. That's why they're loading them out in the first place.
Yes.
And if you're not playing them, then you know the parent club won't be happy. They'll likely get recalled. If they're playing well, again, there's always the chance of them being recalled.
Would you have any of them loan players back that we had last season?
Cundle.
You'd have Cundle. Would you have Cundle? See, I'll let you go first.
I'm 50-50.
Yeah, okay.
I am 50-50. I haven't made my mind up on Cundle yet.
I'm going to say no to Cundle. to be fair.
When else performed for us, you know, which is on very few occasions.
He played in that kind of like say that number 10 kind of role, didn't he?
Yeah, Cam.
Yeah, and for me, he did it for maybe 1 or 2 games. I don't know. I think and then I'm also thinking again, is he the kind of player that's going to take? Is he kind of like a Prem player playing in a Championship team? I don't think he is. He doesn't seem to be able to break anywhere near that Wolves team, does he?
No.
So why? And he had a couple of good games when it mattered. Fair enough, but is that good enough? Is that where we want to set our sights?
He's still young, and whilst we're talking about Wolves, they've signed another right back. So Keanu Hoover's
I'd love to have
also
Hoover
gone
back, to
out
be honest.
of the Wolves sort of looking again. So it might be worth possibly going in for Hoover on a perm, considering we've had him for 2 years on loan.
I'd love Hoover.
Me too.
I think he was one of the standout players last season.
I do towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I think Hoover cops a lot of flack towards the start of the season. Maybe because he didn't have as good a seasons as he'd had before at Stoke to start with. But by the end, he come good, didn't he? And he's good. He's great going forward.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I do you know what? I thought the threat of goals was more likely to come from our right back than our strikers.
I agree.
You know, I really did.
Madness, isn't it? But
But yeah. So you're thinking next season? Where do you think where would you be happy with? What's finishing?
well, obviously, playoffs.
Yeah, you'd be happy with playoffs, you?
Top 10.
Top 10.
I'm going to be a little bit more realistic. A top 10 finish, maybe even top 7 would be great, with maybe a push for like playoff positions would be great, but I'd be happy with a top 10. I've even had a top 10 finish in the Championship since we've been relegated.
No.
So it's a little bit optimistic going straight to let's go for playoff. It's not going to happen. It's going top 10 as I'd say. More
Never
realistic.
say never.
Never
I'm
say
Stoke.
I'm a little bit more realistic, but positive. I don't want to be in another relegation battle.
I'd be happy, and again, I keep saying this, I might get shouted at from behind the screen. I'd be happy with a mid-table next season, because when we've come off the back right of a horrible season. It was horrible. It was great that we survived the relegation battle.
Finished really well.
But
Yeah.
but once the pressure had gone, in a way, I just feel that to come off the back of a relegation fight like that, and then be going, oh, top 6. I don't think. I think I'd be happy with a mid-table, and I know people might be saying we need to aim higher, but we've just come off the back of a relegation, and our squad is relatively new still. Yeah. It's only it's the second season. A lot of these players ain't played, but that's mine. You're thinking playoffs, which is nice. You're thinking top 10. Stoke fans, what do you think? That's what us three think here, sitting here. But what do you think? Let us know. So the other thing I should mention quickly is you'll notice we've all come sat in black. It's
uncanny, really.
It's kind of no one's. It's not a somber occasion or anything like that. Honestly, it's just the fact that we wanted to mention the new kit, but none of us have the top, do we? Not yet. Anyway, I really like it.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it.
I really like it.
Fantastic. I like the grey with the black.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love the red and white touch in the back of the collar. It's a beautiful kit.
I think it's so simple.
Yeah.
But it's fully blackout.
Yeah.
I love it. I really like. I'm really tempted. I'm really, really tempted.
Oh, I'm having one. There's no two ways about it. I'm definitely having one.
What about you, Sam? You say he's not sure.
I don't really like it.
Do you, man?
No.
What?
So I think if you're wearing a football shirt, you're there to show off that you support your team. So if you're out and about and somebody sees that kit at first glance, they're going to have to fully look at that kit and examine it to work out what team it is. Because you can't tell what the badge is without properly looking.
Is that what you're not a fan of it being a full blackout kit?
I'm not a fan of the badge being blacked out so you can't barely see it.
So you'd rather,
I much prefer the kit that Ian's wearing now. I've got the training kit from the same year that I'm wearing now. That was one of my favourite kits for Stoke.
I'm not even wearing a Stoke shirt today. I'm repping the old Staff's Uni 2013 class, if you're watching. I had to get this shirt on at some point. I love it too much. But no, that's interesting.
I'd rather be able to see the badge.
Okay, all right. But,
Yeah, I agree, with that statement. I still like the kit.
Yeah. I love it. And what do you think, Stoke? But we put a poll up. I don't know, I haven't checked the percentages. But it was really high on the fact that people like that, weren't there? People saying no. Compared to the response to the home kit. Because the home kit, I think, had more no's as well. Not the majority, but yes, they like the home kit.
It was about 95% yes, to be fair.
Yeah, but what I mean, there was more people coming out and saying, "Oh, I'm not sure about this. I don't like that one. Don't like that one." This black kit, I think it's. I mean, I like the home kit as well. To be fair, right. I think they've done all right this season.
I like the fact the home kit's got the badge here
in the middle.
Yeah, love it. Absolutely.
One gripe I'll always have, and I've had it with every single recent Stoke kit I've had, is all of the badges come off. They don't stay on. I much prefer the embroidered badges. It just makes the kit last longer as well.
What the fact? Why they're coming off because they're not embroidered?
Yeah, when it's stuck on with that iron-on thing, and it just peels off after you've washed it 3 times.
But you don't get a jogger's nipple.
Well, yeah, there is that.
You hear that?
Yeah.
He's just not happy with badges on the thing. It's the badge is it's the wrong colour. It comes off.
Right, yeah.
It can't, man, can it?
They do come off. I've not got a single Stoke shirt left that hasn't fallen to pieces.
It's true, actually. He has worn them to death, though, to be honest with you, because he doesn't wear anything else. He just wears Stoke, don't you?
Well,
Stoke tops, Stoke trousers. They're not Nike. But
I rue me foreign holidays because I always end up getting bladdered and giving them one put up in a bar. And it's like, just that.
I nearly ended up doing that last year.
But I haven't got a passport at the moment, so I'm not giving none away anywhere.
Not giving none away. We'll all be down the shop to get that black. Well, Ian and I will. Sam's not fussed.
I'll get the home
he's
kit,
sticking to Vinted.
I'm going to get the home kit, I think.
Fair play. We do need to make some Stoke Fan TV memorabilia, I think.
Yeah,
we'll make some kit.
That'd be a good idea.
Do you know, I heard a thing that next season's kit's being designed by the fans.
Right.
Do you
Well, they designed it, haven't they?
Has it already been done?
I don't know.
Do you not heard about this? You heard about this?
I have heard about it, and people have mentioned it on the Oatcake and on various forums, but they're not letting us into any secrets. So
no secrets. What do you know? Tell us your secrets. Let us know. Put them in the comments.
So,
give us a little sneak taster. We promise we won't tell anybody.
Right. What I'm looking forward to is the fan zone. I'm excited about seeing that.
Well, we were up there. We were at Ricardo's for the England games, and the fan zone is well and truly underway. Whether it's done by the start of the season, I don't know. I'm excited for that as well.
And also, obviously, you know, the fact that we've got safe standing.
Yeah.
And that the players are coming out to Stoke fans instead of the away fans. Like that.
Everyone,
that should have been done a long time ago.
The majority of people love that.
I've heard other people not so sure about it, and that's
people that have been moved.
Everyone's got their view and they've got right to their view and whatever. So, but as I said, like, I think the feeling around the club moving into next season, I'm going to put this out there, for me, is the best it's been since we got relegated.
Yeah.
The feeling. John Walters coming back was the start of it. Catalyst.
Absolutely love him.
And then all of a sudden, other things. Some of the players were signing, starting to click. Juno starting to come into his own. Manuf, Berger. You know, all these players starting to come in. The finish to the season, even though it was a bitterly disappointing season in many aspects, was brilliant because we managed to push him and survive.
It was top 6 form.
Yeah.
Come to the end of the season, it was top 6 form.
It was. So, hopefully, next season, we'll see how we go. We're going to hopefully maybe try and go to a couple of the pre-season friendlies, aren't we? So, that's one with us, mate.
Crew Alex.
Yeah.
Stockport County.
Yeah.
I've nailed both of them on.
Yeah.
I can't afford to go to Cork.
No, we're probably...
It's a very expensive place. It's the only place in Ireland I've ever been. Honestly.
Is it really?
I went to County Cork because one of my friends moved over there and his son got cancer. And I jetted off over there to see his son, Joe, who, again, they've all got Stoke tops over there. Yeah. Even though they're Irish, they've all got Stoke tops, you know, which I'm very proud of.
Yeah, of course.
I organised that.
Awesome.
But County Cork was so expensive.
How long are they out there for?
I think it's just a week, isn't it?
It's just a week.
I think they're doing a training camp over there. They're not there for long because they're doing the other ones after.
I was going to say, use the foreign team.
AZ Alkmaar.
That'll be a good game, I reckon. Yeah.
Josh will bring a few fans with him as well.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just looking forward to that pre-season. I hope that we hit the ground running in that pre-season. Anyway, what do you think, Stoke fans? Those pre-season games, what are your predictions? Do you think we're going to do well? Do you think they're worth anything? I always think that pre-season is a vitally important time, personally. I think you can gain up a bit of momentum going in, because for me, the first 10 games of the season can be a lottery. Yeah. You know, you could win all first 10 games and then lose the rest for the rest of the season. It can be like.
Can I just make a point on pre-season? Do you reckon that the pre-season games could have been up against a little bit better opposition than what we've been put up against? Because we have got teams here. We're playing against Cork, we're playing against Chester, we're playing against Stockport, and we're playing against Crew.
You reckon the calibre of the teams isn't good enough?
I think the calibre of the teams is a little bit... It's not very inspiring, is it, really? Because even if we do have this pre-season, and I'm sorry, but we should be winning every single one of them games, and if we don't win any of them games, or we lose to, say, Chester, then that's going to be giving me a few questions, that is, because the teams aren't very good.
You are right in what you're saying. What do you think, Teddy?
To me, it's all about trying things pre-season, trying things. The standard of the opposition, they do raise the game because they're playing Stoke City. You know, it doesn't really matter what the results are. But like you've said, you want to win them all.
Yeah.
But if you lose in pre-season, then it doesn't really matter. You're not going to go home and cry in your beer, are you?
No.
You know, it's just...
For the fans, I'm thinking more. Say Chester was to go beat us in pre-season. You'd be laughing, wouldn't you?
I'm just looking forward to going because they're all close.
Yeah, they are.
Apart from Cork, they're all close. You know, they're all within an hour's drive.
Yeah. So
I want to go to... I forgot Chester. I want to go to Chester, Stockport and Crewe. And look forward to it.
You make a very good point there. It might be the fact as well that the clubs pick local teams to play against because they want the fans to be able to go and watch the games, don't they?
Yeah.
It's got to make I know what you're saying. it's an interesting point you make, and it's a good talking point, because are the teams, Stoke fans, are the teams that we're playing in pre-season good enough? Is that what what do you think? Or do you think pre-season don't matter? It's a waste of time? You seem to think it's a waste of time, right?
I think pre-season's very important, and if you're going to be playing against very, very poor teams in pre-season, then it's going to fill you with false confidence that you're going to do well against the bigger teams. I'd much rather see Stoke do friendlies at teams that are a little bit better quality than the ones that have been put up against that are still local. You've got Preston, you've got Blackpool, you've got Burnley, you've got other Manchester teams that we could have easily got pre-season friendlies with that to give the players something to actually do.
Right.
What's the best pre-season friendly you've ever been? Cologne away. Wow, that was mental.
Did you go?
That was nuts, yeah.
When was that?
We had 2 friendlies, 2014 was it?
Yeah.
Oh man, 2,500 Stoke fans.
Off to Cologne.
We had 2 friendlies. We lost both games, but it was just magical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the other teams we were playing, like they hadn't got a bloody clue. We turned up in the thousands.
It's a bit different to Chester.
Oh yeah.
And on that note, we're going to move on to the next subject. But anyway, what do you think, Stoke fans? Let us know in the comments. Right, so as I'll hark back to again, you heard the song in the intro. We'll play it again. We're playing now. We can't hear it, but we're just going to imagine it playing in the background. We're playing over the top of the edit. That song belongs to this man here, and it's all about England. So, for the last bit of the show, I think with the game coming up, we've got quarter-finals coming up, haven't we, against Switzerland on the weekend. You're well into it. Sam gives up and goes metal detecting halfway through because he's had enough. I'm furious watching these lot try and play football. Come on, let's talk about that for the last 10 minutes or so. Who wants to start the ball rolling with this? England team, man.
Well, we haven't performed yet, simple as that.
That's
we have
one
not
move for it.
performed. We come within a minute of going out. It's difficult. I don't want to knock Southgate, but bloody hell, you got to try something. You got to try something different now and again, haven't you?
Oh mate, I don't mind. I'll knock him because I tell you one thing. Wow, I mean, Southgate. I was saying this to Sam. Southgate to me, yeah, is like his dad knew the boss, right? The big boss. So he got him a job at the work, and then he's been working there, not really knowing exactly what his role is for the whole time he's been there, making very strange decisions at times. But his workforce have been bailing him out. We've always been there, haven't we? The workforce are bailing out the boss. And then when it goes well, he goes, yeah, that was all down to me. And everyone goes, oh, hasn't he done really well getting us this far? Yeah. And then he's lost it us when it really matters. Yeah. I think that's going to happen again. I don't.
Oh, don't put the mockers on it, mate. Don't put the mockers on it. Listen, we played 4 games. We haven't turned up in any of them games.
No.
We've been shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely shocking. We're still in it by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
If we perform, we can beat anybody out there. If we perform.
Sam, I want to get your take on this. I want you to tell all the Stoke fans and everyone watching why it is you just haven't been able to get the ball rolling with the England support, have you? Since Roy Hodgson never selected Shawcross, or was it Capello?
I've struggled to get into it. I've always prioritised club football. So when the Euros used to be on and we used to have Glenn Whelan and Walters and all them in the team, I used to specifically watch the Ireland games to watch the Stoke players.
All right, yeah.
And I've always been like that. And I do watch it and I am interested, and I will watch England if we get any further because I'm more interested in the actual ones where there's actually something to play for. I found it quite funny when England were losing for the majority of the game the other day.
This is giving them grief.
I think it was quite a funny performance to watch. It was like
We haven't been.
My heart skips a beat a few times, man.
To be fair, I had to laugh when Bellingham saved Southgate in the last minute.
I did say to him, I said we was in the Ricardo's watching the game, and I said, "Oh, Bellingham's playing. That's good." He says, "Who's that then?" Because obviously he's only used to watching Stoke.
Yeah.
And he thought he'd play for Sunderland.
Well, I'm one-track mind. I'm a one-track mind.
Yeah.
All I'm interested in is Stoke.
Yeah.
And whatever league Stoke are in,
Mhm.
I take notice of. I don't watch the Premier League because we're not in it.
I don't either.
You know what I mean?
I don't know
Don't
half
watch
these
it-
England
Don't
players.
watch any other leagues apart from what the league Stoke play
Yeah.
in. And always club before country for me.
Yes.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
And me. And half of these England players, I don't even know who half of them.
No, I don't either.
Well, how do you reckon? What do England need to do differently? Because at the minute, right, we're going to come up against. This is what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to get this on here because I will ring TalkSport again as I did before, and I will get that. I will smash that 60,000 view count again when Southgate got the subs wrong before, right? But it's on YouTube. Go check it out. Southgate got the subs wrong. But I will ring them again, and I will say, right, that what England are going to do is we're going to Switzerland next game, going to beat them. Then we're going to get a bigger team like the Dutch, and by some miracle, right, Van Dijk's going to head the ball into his own net, and we're going to win 1-0, right? And then we're going to get to the final.
You won't
and
put
we're
five
gonna-
on that.
And we're going to play Germany. And then it's going to be, and then we're going to lose
On penalties.
to Germany,
On penalties.
and we're going to be gutted, and we're
Again.
going to say, "Oh, for goodness sake!"
That
And
we
then,
always last time,
and then everyone, yeah.
Yeah,
and
but we haven't got long enough for Stoke kicking.
I know. Thank God for that.
That's true. That's true. There you go. Anything else you want to add on the England thing before we wrap up the show?
Sooner it's over, the
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Go on.
Radio Stoke, play my song. I'm from Stoke-on-Trent. Please play me song.
Come on, get it sorted, and play the whole thing as well, like we're going to at the end of this show, because this man, all right, he's put his heart and soul into this track, and it's ace. And we need to get it. We need to pump it some more. All right then, folks. That's the end of another episode of Stoke Fan TV. Max, Sam, and the wordsmith that is Ian Dyer. Thank you very much for watching, and
Thank you.
will see you next time.
See you at the pre-season friendlies.
When I'm far away from Blighty's only shore, one thing comforts me, and it makes me feel secure when I'm lonely. In some distant foreign land, I just close my eyes, and someone takes my hand. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about the chip shop, and I think about mushy peas. I think about Bradford, and how close it is to Leeds. I think about Bristol and its history of maritime. I think about Geordies and the fog upon the Tyne. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about Brighton, Mods and Rockers setting scores. I think about Berkshire, on the hill a great white horse. I think about a rainy day, and I think about the dog. I think about Merseyside and a night in Stanley Park. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about Hastings and an arrow through an eye. I think about Hartlepool and a monkey young as a spy. I think about my landlord, and I think about paying my rents. I think about Matthews and the city of Stoke-on-Trent. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about England, la la la, la 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 la. I think about Spitfires and how our Air Force kept us free. I think about Nelson HMS Victory. I think about country and what it went through in the place. I think about Wembley and the spirit of '66. I think about England